How we doing, guys? It's your old pal Baba Ganoush here again. So, by the looks of the video, you probably already guessed where I am. That's right, I'm out on the trail. I got a few days off from work. I figured, why the heck not? So I am up in New Jersey for the weekend. I figured I'd go a little bit further north, hoping that I could maybe get some snowy, freezing weather up here. Yes, I was hoping for that. So I'm a little bit further north of the Delaware Water Gap. So just got dropped off. It's right around 12 o'clock. I'm doing just a little bit shy of 9 miles today. I've done this section plenty of times before. It's pretty easy terrain. I should have no problem moving pretty nice and quick today. Woo! Oh man, I'm so excited about this right now. 2 full nights, pretty much 3 days. I'm gonna enjoy this one. So, supposed to get some rain. With it being so cold, I wouldn't be surprised if it's freezing rain or flurries. So I have a nice little swamp and beaver dam sitting behind me. I was up here last year for my week-long trip, passing through this section. It's a cool area. So obviously you don't drink from this water. All right, so let me put you away for a little bit. Let me get myself warmed up. Let me get some good miles behind me and everything before it starts to rain. It's gonna be a gorgeous day. It's gonna be a great weekend. I'm so looking forward to it. I hope you guys are looking forward to following along to see some of the great views I'm gonna get while I'm out here as well. So as you can see, just a big swamp. Got a big beaver dam sitting right in the middle of that thing as well. Just a cool little spot. Come through here and you have all the chopped up, chewed off trees. Let me flip you around so you can take a look at all the chewed off trees here. So take a look at that. This whole area is just chewed up just like this, which is pretty cool actually. But, woo! Ah, this is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, okay guys, let me put you away. Let me get some good miles behind me, get warmed up, get my legs warmed up and everything. I'll talk to you guys further on down the trail. Baba Ganoush out, boom! Well, all right. We're only a few minutes into this and this is the second great view of the day. I mean, look at this behind me. This is just absolutely spectacular. We got a nice little lake and everything down below, farms off in the background. It's just a gorgeous view, a very steep fall. But I mean, yeah, sure, it's overcast, it might rain later and everything. Where else would you rather be, guys? Huh? Where else would you rather be? This is just spectacular right now. I still got a while to go. This is so early on into it. It's only like 10 after 12. This is great. I'm so excited right now. Yo! All right, I'm gonna put you away. Let me get going here, guys. I don't want to stay for too long. You know, if I'm gonna be able to make it by like 5 o'clock or so, I got to be limited with the breaks. You know, I just got to continue moving. So I'll talk to you guys real soon. Baba Ganoush out. So how we doing, guys? It's just past 1 o'clock. I figure I'm about 3.5 miles into it. Like I said, it's pretty easy terrain. You know, this time last year, around this time last year, I did a big winter trip going through this section, and I had snow and freezing rain. And let me tell you, it was pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm moving at a feverish pace right now. So by my calculations, yeah, I'm doing that 3 mile an hour mark. And so I'm moving pretty nice right now. So I was overheating a little bit. I felt myself starting to sweat just a tiny bit. So I took off the full covered bandana, just went with a headband. And then I took off my rain jacket as well. And so that cooled me down right away. But it's the winter gear Under Armour shirt that I'm wearing. So it does keep me nice and warm, I'll tell you, just, you know, warm enough. But it's also moisture wicking, so it's keeping me dry, most importantly, because we are expecting it to get pretty cold tonight. It's a great day so far, though. This is fantastic. I haven't seen a single soul out here, which I don't expect to all weekend, maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. It's also supposed to be a gorgeous day, so I wouldn't be surprised if I see a few people tomorrow. But today, the fact that it's Friday, it's cold, we're expecting rain, I don't think anything is going to happen. So let me continue on the way, guys. I know they're saying that about 2 o'clock or so they're expecting some drizzle, so I want to try to get as close to the shelter as I possibly can. I'm staying at Brink Road Shelter tonight. I stayed there last year as well. It's a great shelter, so I'm looking forward to it again. So let me get going on the way. I still got some views coming up as well. Get some good pictures for you. I'll talk to you guys further on down the trail. Baba Ganoush out. So how we doing, guys? So I got a pretty nice little downhill here in front of me. So I figure I'm probably about 6, maybe 5.8 or so away from shelter tonight. I feel, ooh, this is a nice little downhill here. I gotta watch my footing. Everything's soaking wet, so everything's kind of slick. So I just gotta watch it, you know. But I'd rather, you know, I'll be willing to sacrifice my footing for filming. So, but it is starting to mist a tiny little bit, so I am keeping an eye on that. It is about 5 to 2, and being that I'm just under 6 miles away, I figure maybe about 4:30, 5 o'clock, I'm gonna get into camp tonight. Again, I'm moving at a great pace, a feverish pace. I just got to keep that up, you know. Definitely make sure I stop to put on my rain jacket if it gets any worse, and just kind of huff it out. I have plenty of snacks ready and available to me, so I don't have to stop to take my pack off or anything. I planned not to eat lunch today, just to carry some extra snacks and get on the way. So I looked at my guidebook, and I wasn't doing 9 miles today. I was doing about 10.5 miles today. So I'm doing a little extra than I expected, but still moving at, I started at noon. Even if I move at 2 miles an hour, that's 5 miles, or 5 hours. You know, which means I get into camp around 5 o'clock, 5:30 the latest, depending on, you know, how many times I'm stopping, kind of thing. So the fact that I'm moving really nice, kind of making up for that time a little bit, means I'm doing pretty good. So, all right, guys, let me put you away. Let me continue huffing it out. It is starting to drizzle. Well, not really drizzle, but the misting is picking up. So let me put you away a little bit just so I can keep an eye on things and get my rain jacket on if I have to. So I'll talk to you guys real soon. Baba Ganoush out. So how we doing, guys? So obviously it's raining. Literally maybe 10 minutes after I said, oh, it's misting, it's not that bad. Yeah, it started getting a little bit worse. It's still not that bad, but because it's winter with the cold weather, I'm honest, I'm obviously, you know, staying on the side of caution. I'd rather stay completely dry and risk getting soaking wet, because I am expecting pretty freaking cold temperatures, below freezing tonight. So as you can see behind me, I have this beautiful, beautiful uphill. This is that rock scramble that I was talking about. Now it's really funny, and my friend Hot Feet, when he watches this video, he'll probably be laughing at this. So this section of trail, every single time I do it, every single time, guaranteed I get some kind of terrible weather. I swear to God, I've done the same section 4 times in the last 2 years, and every single time it's either rained or snowed. Scout's honor, that is the honest truth. Fernando, Hot Feet, you can vouch for me. Leave that comment below. So I have a little rock scramble here. Obviously it's raining, it's slick. I have freezing temperatures, so I got to watch for ice and things as well. So I mean, it's definitely a nice little uphill here. You're pretty good. So here we go. Here's the first bit. I gotta go all the way up there, and it's raining. So I just came from down there. I'm now coming up. I gotta climb up this, go all the way up there. Let me see if I can do that while you guys are still with me. I'm not gonna do that section with you. That's super dangerous. Get up there, Bob. All right. This part's a little bit more dangerous. I'm gonna have to put you away for this part, because literally it's slick. I gotta really grab on with my hands and stuff, and I need both of them. So let me put you away. I'll check up with you guys further on the trail. Alright guys, let me get up this thing. I need both my hands. Talk to you guys real soon. Baba Ganoush out. So how we doing, guys? So I'm up here, Buttermilk Falls campsite. It's pretty neat. They have campsites all strung throughout the woods over here and everything. Me and Hot Feet, me and Fernando have stayed here quite a few times, in fact. So a really nice campsite. You know, especially if all of a sudden you get caught on a terrible day like today and it's getting late and things, because it's about a 14.5-mile stretch from the Mohican Outdoor Visitor Center to Brink Road Shelter. So again, Buttermilk Falls. It's about 3.9 miles just south of Brink Road Shelter. Really good campsite. If you ever feel like staying at some place that's not a shelter. Now, of course, there's no water source there. You could hike the 2 miles to go get water at the falls, but good luck. Woo! Good day so far, though. I've been hauling ass. I should have probably left a little bit earlier, but that's okay. It is what it is. Oh, man. So, all right, guys. It's raining. It's getting a little bit worse. I'm trying to keep myself dry and still keep myself cool. So it's tricky trying to find that balance. So let me go ahead and put you away. Get on up to the shelter. I'll catch up with you guys as soon as I get to the shelter. Let me just put you away and haul ass and get on up there. I'll talk to you guys real soon. Thanks a lot for sticking in with me. Baba Ganoush out. So how's it going, guys? So I'm about a half a mile from shelter right now. It's just after 4 o'clock, or going on 4 o'clock. Coming across the last ridge right before the shelter. It's foggy, it's spooky, but it's also pretty awesome. Look at that. Like I said, a little spooky, but awesome. Well, look at that. Cannot see a single damn thing. It's pretty sweet. Oh man, great day, great day. A little bit of a crappy day, but it's always good to be out here regardless of the weather. So, all right guys, let me put you away. Let me get on up to the shelter. It's cold. It's starting to affect my batteries a little bit as well. So I want to get up to the shelter and warm you up a little bit. Oh man, what a day, what a day. All right, so about a half a mile left. Let me crank it up, get on out there, get on up to the shelter. Talk to you guys further on down the trail. Baba Ganoush out. So how we doing, guys? I can't even see the camera. I got the light in my face. So I made it into shelter. It's about 5:45 right now. Now I got in at 4:30, so I made it in really good time. In that time, I didn't want to pick up the camera. I wanted to get things done. So right away when I got here, first thing that I did obviously was, you know, quickly just get in, take my pack off and everything. You know, get my rain cover off my backpack. I quickly put my hat on so I could get a little bit warm since I wasn't really hiking any longer. And then right away I grabbed my water bag and went down and got water. See if I can walk around without tripping on anything. So I got my water bag. Water bag is all filled up, ready to go. So yeah, so now I'm just hanging out. Like I said, it's about 5:45. I figure maybe around like 7 o'clock or so is when I'm going to have my dinner so I can get a warm meal into me kind of late. So I'm just going to hang out for a little bit. I got my sleep system all set up over here. As you can see there, the sleeping bag is getting some loft. I got my brand new sleeping pad underneath there, so I'm looking forward to trying that out tonight. See how nice and warm it's going to keep me. But I just got, you know, my little seating pad. I'm just hanging out here. I got some water here. I have some toe warmers and stuff and some hand warmers just in case it gets real bad. Some snacks. And then I have, you know, some of my cooking stuff over here, keeping it away from my main stuff. And then, of course, I will cook out on the ledge there to keep the cooking station away from where I'll be sleeping tonight. So, all right, guys. You know, I'll catch up with you guys later on when I guess I'm getting ready to eat and stuff, so I can show you my delicious meal and what I'm eating tonight. Plus, as well, I have a piece of equipment with me that might help me get some better shots. Should I tell you right now, or maybe I'll just save it for later when you guys get the awesome angle? So I'll talk to you guys real soon Gonna have dinner in, yeah, probably about an hour, hour and a half or so. So I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Thanks a lot again. Baba Ganoush out. Ooh-wee, look what we got here, folks. Oh, you see how I'm using both hands and yet the camera's going? What do we have here? That's right, I got the chesty strap. So being able to get different pictures, better pictures, that way I can keep on filming while I'm doing little tasks. So I have Spanish rice here tonight. Just making that up real nice, real nice. So it's going to take just a couple minutes here. So I actually had the gas canister underneath my jacket for like the last couple hours. So it was really nice and warm, so it's running nice and efficient. So here's the meal that I'm going to have tonight. Spanish rice. So 2.5 servings per container. Prepared is 280 calories per serving. That's pretty nice. That's doing pretty good right there. So over 600 calories. I like it. So my buddy Fernando Hotfeet just texted me a little bit ago. Supposedly there's a pretty nasty nor'easter rolling in. I'm expecting some pretty bad rain later tonight. But that is perfectly okay because I'm staying in the shelter anyway. So I have a really good roof over my head. Really good roof over my head. I'll be perfectly fine. So I also have here that fizz drink to get rehydrate me a little bit better tonight. That way I don't really have to drink a whole lot of liquids, and I can easily still rehydrate myself because I don't want to have to get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. Because number one, it's cold. Number two, it's kind of spooky. So, alright. That looks delicious, delicious, delicious. So, okay, guys, let me, it's really cold and it's affecting all my batteries. Let me put you away for a little bit. Keep you nice and warm. I'll get back to you when I'm actually, you know, everything's all prepared. I'm sitting down to eat my food and everything. Talk to you guys soon. Bye. Alright, so let's see what we got here, folks. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at all the steam rising off of that. It's delicious. Ooh! This is going to be a good hot meal. Get to my belly right before I go to sleep. I think that'll be a good way to end it. Get this in, get a little bit of this into here. Oh yeah, look at that. That just looks delicious. All right, I'm gonna take a bite. Ooh, ooh, still pretty warm, which is great. So okay, guys, thanks again for following along. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, finish up for the night. It's supposed to get pretty stormy tonight. I have a really nice long day tomorrow. I'm doing quite a few miles tomorrow, but it's supposed to be a beautiful day tomorrow. So I'm really looking forward to it. Thanks again for following along. Looking forward to another great day tomorrow. Another great time coming out. Might be cold, might be raining, might be wet, but it's always good to be out here. Talk to you guys real soon. Thanks again. Baba Ganoush out. So how we doing, guys? It's just after 8 o'clock. It's another crappy day. Got a little chilly last night. I was nice and warm inside my sleeping bag all night long. Nice and toasty. New sleeping pad with the insulation, with the actual insulation underneath. Perfect. I was so nice and warm, it was ridiculous. There was a little bit of condensation built up on the outside of my sleeping bag. However, I'm not all that worried about it. I do have a treated bag, so it's really not that bad, not big of a deal. So I have it hung up right now just to even try to air out a little bit, cool itself down, get rid of the condensation. So it's time for me to get up, get my breakfast in me. I was going to be doing quite a few miles today. I was thinking about doing like 15 miles today. I'm going to shorten that up. To maybe 7 or possibly even just like 10 miles. We'll see how the day goes. It is a pretty crappy day, so who knows? I might shorten things up a little bit. So, all right, guys, let me put you away. Let me get my breakfast into me. Get on up, get on out of here. Get warmed up and everything as well. I'll talk to you guys real soon. Bubba Ganoush out. Well, all right, guys. So I'm eating my biscuits and gravy. I know I eat this one all the time, and that's because it's so delicious. So I do bring backpacker meals with me occasionally. Primarily, I just bring them as like the breakfast, just because it's so much easier just getting up and going in the morning. Otherwise, I don't really bring a whole lot. They're bulky, they're heavy, they're expensive. But this one is delicious. So it's just after 9 o'clock, which is perfectly fine. Before I choke and kill myself. Hold on a minute, I got one more surprise for you. I also have coffee. Nothing like a cup of hot coffee in the morning during the winter out on the trail. It's a crappy day out. I hope you guys can see this. It's just foggy and overcast. They were saying it's supposed to be sunny, but the fact that it's 10 a.m. and it's still like this, nah. So alright guys, let me put you away. Let me eat my breakfast while it's still hot. And I'll get up and on the way. I'll catch up with you guys further on down the trail. Baba Ganoush out. How's it going, guys? So I'm a couple miles in already. It's about a quarter to 11. Making good time. You know, still staying really overcast. It's damp and everything, but I'm not putting my pack cover on. As damp as it is, I want the air to get everything and try to dry things out accordingly. But I had a customer recently come in and ask me what this blue strap was inside my system. And so this is it right here. So this is what I call my gear strap. And so essentially on days like today where everything's soaking wet, I don't want to put my pack down in the wet ground. I can wrap this around the tree, hang my pack from it, and keep my pack suspended up off the ground. This also allows me to hang my my gravity filter, my water filter, Platypus Gravity Works system. If I have a tree like this without any like branches to hang it off of, I can swing this around, you know, put it up a little bit higher, and then that way be able to feed my gravity system. So this is simply just like 1/2-inch webbing that I got that I cut at the store, stitched a loop on either end of it, put a carabiner on it, and then there you go. It's a 5-foot strap, and I found that's perfect. So I can do thicker trees, or I can do thin ones and just wrap it around a couple times. But this is what it is. Just a simple little gear strap. Again, 1/2-inch webbing, stitched in 2 loops on either end, put a carabiner on it, and it's done. So I thought this was really cool. It's nice and lightweight. It only adds maybe like 2 or 3 ounces to my whole system. But to be able to keep my pack up off the ground, and then I don't have to hunch over and empty my pack either. So it helps save my back, keeps my pack dry, and allows me to use my filter pretty much anywhere. So, alright guys, let me put you away. I just had to change real quick. I was getting too warm. So I took off the base layers that were underneath my hiking pants, and I got rid of my North Face puffy jacket. It's just warming up a little bit too much. It's in like the high 40s, low 50s, even though it is really foggy out today. So, alright, let me put you away. The cold is affecting my batteries. I want to try to keep you warm. I'll talk to you further down the trail. Baba Ganoush, out! So, I came up to what's usually a pretty nice view. Not today. Oh, man. Yeah, this is what I'm looking at all day. It's so foggy, and it's warming up a little bit, so it is pretty humid. I'm doing everything I can not to sweat. But with how humid it is, that's going to be a task, you know. And it's kind of cool, so I mean, it's definitely a nice little balancing act. I'm doing pretty good. I'm not really sweating all that much. I do feel a little bit damp, but that's okay. That's okay. I figured that's mostly just like the moisture in the air kind of thing. Ooh, I'm gonna slip and break my ass. But you know, I'm making pretty good time so far. You know, I definitely got to pick up the pace a little bit. Want to make sure I get there. Try to get there around 5:30 the latest. So it's going to be 13 miles and change in like 7 hours, which is definitely, it's doable. It's absolutely doable. But that just means, you know, being limited with how many breaks that I take. You know, I have a bunch of snacks moved up to the top lid, just so I don't have to stop and actually heat up and cook lunch and stuff. So that's going to be another good way to keep my time down. So got a little ways to go here before I get up to a nice little checkpoint, in which case I'll quickly just stop and have a snack. Stop for just a quick, you know, 60 to 90 seconds, have a snack, and then continue on the move. So let me put you away and let me try to keep you warm. Again, cold is affecting all my batteries. Trying to keep you guys warm as much as possible. I'll talk to you guys real soon. Baba Ganoush out. So how we doing, guys? I am up here at the fire tower already, which is awesome. Which means I'm 1.1 miles left until the Grant Anderson shelter, and it's 1:45. So if I can do this next mile in the next 15-20 minutes, get up to the halfway point essentially by 1 o'clock, I'm in perfect shape to do the whole 13 and so miles. So I'd love to be able to climb the fire tower. I'm running a little bit low on time here today. So I just want to stop here real quick. I'm going to take my pack off for just a second. I'm going to take 2 quick minutes. I have 2 minutes till it's 1:15. I'm going to take that time to quickly just stretch out, take my pack off for a minute, and then I'm going to head on up, then get moving again. So I want to try to get in there as quickly as possible. All right, guys, let me put you away. Let me take my pack off, stretch a little bit. I'll talk to you guys further on down the trail. Baba Ganoush out. So how we doing, guys? I'm up at Sunrise Mountain. This is Sunrise Mountain. This is the pavilion that I was talking about, which means I'm 3.5 miles approximately from shelter, and it's just before 2:30. So I got a spectacular view here. Let me see if I can hop up on this rock without breaking my neck. So I have a spectacular view behind me. Take a look at that. Oh yeah. So finally, things cleared up a little bit. Sunny out. However, with all the moisture in the air, it's pretty humid, I'm not going to lie. Although, it is pretty nice to have the warm sun on your face. The other side of the pavilion looks completely different. So that area, that's looking pretty nice and clear. You can see the clouds starting to break away over there. Come back over this side, and it's still completely fogged up. I mean, look at this. Look at that. It's still completely fogged up. You cannot see anyway. It looks like you're literally up in the clouds, which technically I guess we are. Okay. So just going on 2:30. Let me put you away, get on going to the shelter so I can get there nice and early, and hopefully I have enough time to go get water and things. I'm not too worried if I can. I have plenty for food tonight and tomorrow morning, and then I can always stop on the way as I pass that one creek. I'm only doing 5 miles tomorrow, so shouldn't be too much of an issue. So all right, guys, let me put you away. I'm actually going to have a seat for a quick minute. It's 25 after 2. I'm going to give myself 5 minutes just to sit and relax for a minute, then get going on the way. I'll talk to you guys real soon. Baba Ganoush out. Well, how we doing, guys? So I'm up at the stream already, the pond in the stream. This is 1.3 miles. Now, it says in the guidebook filtering is recommended, and now I know why. The pond that's right there has a whole bunch of beaver dams in it. So I'm going to pass. As much as I would like to just fill up and then get to camp, I'm going to pass. It's only 3:15. The fact that I'm 1.3 miles, 3:15, I'm probably going to be there, 45 minutes, probably less. And so, you know what, I'll just hoof it the 0.6 miles to go get water and the 0.6 back. It's not that big of a deal. I'm just going to stay in the shelter again. I have my headlamp. So, all right, guys, this is 1.3 miles. Just after 3:15 right now. I'll be able to get up there around 4 o'clock or so. Go get water and everything. I'll bring you for that ride. And we'll go from there. It turned out to be a beautiful day so far. I'm loving this. So it turned out to be a really beautiful day. So, all right, guys, let me put you away. Let me get going here. Going on 20 after 3. Let me get to the shelter, go get water. Get some grub into me, too. Talk to you guys soon. So here we are. Made it to the Max Pecan shelter. Whew. It is 4 o'clock right now. Like I said, I'll be here about 4 o'clock. Woo! So I have a solid hour and a half before sundown. I'm going to quickly just loosen my shoes a little bit, make them a little bit more relaxed, and go get water. Again, it's about a 0.6 mile trip north on the trail. Might as well just get it done, get it over with. That way I have it here for dinner tonight, drinking tonight, breakfast tomorrow. I'm good to go. I know it's some extra hiking and stuff, but might as well just get it out of the way while my legs are still nice and loose. All right, taking up too much of my time. Let me put you away. Go get water, come on back, set up camp, and get ready for my final meal. So I'll talk to you guys real soon. Baba Ganoush out. All right, so how we doing, guys? It's yeah, I don't even know what time it is. I think it's a little after 5:30. As you can see, it's pretty dark. I don't know if you can make out either, but fog and everything is rolling in again. I can see into the tree line, like just a thick glazing sitting there. I got everything, all my camp set up. So my down bag last night did get a little bit damp from condensation, but it's all treated. I recently washed it with the Nick Wax down wash too. So it performed beautifully, as you can see, even with some of the condensation and stuff from last night, and even a little bit right now with some of the condensation in the air. It's still perfectly lofted, no problem at all. And then once I get inside of it later, you know, my body will even pull some of the moisture away from it as well. Obviously, when I get home, I'll throw it through the dryer. But now I got everything all set up, though. Got my water bag all filled up. Oh my God, it's so far away. It's 0.6 miles away to go get water. Such a pain in the butt. So a little tip for you guys. Okay, so Precipitation Shelter. So if you follow the trail left here, you'll continue on the trail. And you'll eventually come up to the Red Blaze to go get water. It's a pretty good hike. Honestly, it's a half an hour hike. It says 0.6 miles. BS. However, if you look out in front of the shelter, actually over towards the bear box area, there's a service road that goes off that way. Take that service road. I swear to you, just take that service road. It'll come up to a parking lot, and if you continue on it, it'll actually catch up with the AT. It actually crosses it, in which case you can take a right and continue on the AT. Or if you continue straight, it turns into a Red Blaze, and that probably another quarter mile right up ahead leads to the water. And it's such an easier hike. It's more level terrain, and of course it's a little bit shorter. So I'm pretty sure that's what they mean by taking the Red Iris trail that way. So when you look towards the bear box, Precipitation Shelter, go towards the bear box, take the service road straight until it hits the Red Blaze, and continue for another quarter mile till you get to water. So I'm just gonna hang out here. I'm gonna have dinner in a little bit as well. Let me turn my headlamp off. Have dinner in a little bit as well. So this is actually a new headlamp. It's a Petzeltica. So it's pretty nice. Yeah, I'm going to be honest, it's pretty nice. I like it. It's nice and lightweight. So, alright guys, I'm just going to hang out here for a little bit. Drink up on water and everything, rehydrate. And then I'll catch up with you guys when I'm having dinner and everything, which will be in a couple hours. I'm going to do the same thing as I did last night. You know, have a nice hot meal right before I go to bed and everything. That way I'm nice and toasty warm on the inside of my bed. So beautiful big sky above me, stars everywhere. This is great. Talk to you guys in a little bit. Baba Ganoush out. So okay guys, how we doing? So I'm about to have dinner. It's about 8:30 at night. It is so foggy out. You can even see my shadow behind me. It's so foggy out. So much condensation. It's crazy. I haven't experienced this in a long time. Sleeping bag is still holding up perfectly fine. My down jacket's holding up perfectly fine. I'm good to go. So let me snap you up in front. Oh, you can see the new harness system here. Here we go. You can see the new harness system. So I have the chesty strap, and that enables me to get some different shots if I'm working with my hands and stuff. So I'm about to use this while I get dinner going and stuff like that. So let me reposition you, and we'll go ahead and make some dinner. Okay, guys, so here we go. So we're having Nor rice sides, chicken flavor, fried rice. Got my pocket rocket sitting here, cup sitting here. I have my seating pad set up as like a windscreen sitting right here. This is just, it is a little bit breezy up here, so it's just to get better efficiency, and I always put a rag down underneath the canister. I'm warming the canister up in my pocket right now. I've been warming it underneath my jacket, so it's nice and warm. So this just helps insulate it and keep it nice and warm throughout the entirety of burning. So let's go ahead, get it all set up. It's nice and warm. Alright, so we'll go ahead and let that boil up. Shouldn't take more than just about 90 seconds, 2 minutes tops. It is a little bit cold, so maybe it'll take a little bit longer. Just because it is super cold water going in, so on and so forth. So yeah, and then we'll go ahead and pop this guy in there. So, alright, I'll catch up with you guys in just a few minutes. Alright, so I also have here some bacon jerky. I figure either have it as an appetizer or dessert. I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead yet. But I figured tonight I'd snack up a little bit extra. I've been putting in a lot of miles the last couple of days. I did 10.5 the first day. I did 12, about almost 12.5 today. And if you count on going back and forth for water, add another 1.2. So I made pretty much 13.5 miles today. That's pretty impressive. So, okay, guys, let me turn you off again. Let me go ahead and let this get up ready. I'll catch up with the guys as soon as it's ready to go. And I sit down and I get to enjoy this delicious, warm, delicious, and I know I said delicious twice, but because it's going to be so good, delicious meal. Talk to you guys real soon. Well, alright, guys, we got it all set here. Oh, it's looking delicious, too. Delicious and warm. Delish. Got some peas and carrots in there too. Well, it's a healthy and hearty meal. So I have about 5.5 miles to go tomorrow. I have another delicious breakfast meal. So I'm going to be able to get up and have a nice hot cup of coffee again. Have a nice breakfast. About 5.5 miles. I get picked up right around noon. So, alright, guys. I'm going to go ahead and turn you off. I want to go ahead and eat this meal. This is really good. I need to get some energy in my body, get something warm in my body before I call it a night. It is just after 9 o'clock. Again, I'm eating a late meal this late because I want a warm meal in my body right before I get into my sleeping bag. Helps me keep me nice and warm all throughout the night. So, alright guys, thanks a lot again for following along today. So, alright guys, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow morning. Talk to you real soon. Baba Ganoush out. So how we doing, guys? It is about 8 o'clock or 8:30 Sunday morning. Slept great last night. It was nice and warm inside my sleeping bag. I know I had a lot of condensation on my sleeping bag, but just for me being inside and staying warm, it ended up drying out most part. A little bit of condensation down near where my feet were because my feet got really nice and toasty warm last night. But otherwise, turned to a nice clear morning. I was able to kind of watch the sunrise. I was able to watch the sunrise up and over that ridge this morning. It was great. And then I went back to sleep for a little bit longer. So I have about 5.5 miles to do today. I'm going to quickly just get up, get food into my stomach, try to be out of here by 10 o'clock. I'm getting picked up at about 12:30, so 5.5 miles, 2.5 hours. That's no biggie. So, all right, guys, let me put you away. Let me get my stuff going. Get breakfast into me, get up and on the way. I'll talk to you guys as soon as I start embarking out on the trail. I'm not going to pick you out for breakfast this morning. I want to get going nice and quick. So I'll talk to you guys further on down the trail. Baba Ganoush out. Oh, that's a long way down. That's a long way down. So how we doing, guys? So, I'm approximately 2 miles in. This is a tough section. Approximately 2 miles in, and it's about 10 to 11. So last night again, you know, really bad condensation everywhere. Now, my bag last night, as I let it just sit there, was covered in condensation. I mean, if I would have known any better, I would have said that the sleeping bag was useless, that I was soaked. But I also know that that bag is treated, and the water, as long as you don't touch it, you just let it sit there, the water droplets will just sit on top of the nylon. Don't try to wipe it away or rub it in or anything like that. That's the worst thing that you could do, because then the water will actually get into the nylon itself. And then once, of course, I was in my sleeping bag and I started to warm it up and everything, it actually dried the whole thing out. So I woke up and pretty much everything was dry. Awesome. If you are worried about down bags and condensation, just make sure it's treated. That's all. So I'm coming up on Rutherford Shelter in probably about a quarter mile, which means I'm pretty much halfway to pickup location, or almost halfway, a little bit shy of halfway. And I'm making really good time. So it's just, like I said, going on 11 o'clock, getting picked up in an hour and a half. Once I get to Rutherford Shelter, it's approximately 3 miles to pickup location, and then call it a day. So let me continue on down the way here, guys. I'm again walking through a cloud. As you can see, it's been like this every single day the last few days. Yesterday in the afternoon, it was beautiful, but even in the morning, it was like this. Well, I'm getting picked up. So let me put you away for a little bit. I'll talk to you guys real soon. Baba Ganoush out. So how we doing, guys? So yeah, this is the kind of weather that I'm dealing with. This is what I've been dealt with for almost the entire time I've been out here. This is just crazy. Look at this. I'm literally walking in the clouds. Literally walking in the clouds. So I have pretty much about 2.5 miles left to go. It's going on a quarter after 11, which is awesome. So I should be there just about an hour and a half or so. So I'm just listening to some music. I got my iPod in my pocket and just having it rolling. Listening to some music, hiking through this winter wonderland. Hiking through these clouds. Oh, I'm hiking in the clouds. So literally my head is in the clouds. Yeah, I'm gonna take that joke out of there. That was terrible. So alright, guys, let me put you away. Let me continue on the way here. I'll catch up with the guys. Maybe the weather will start to break. Who knows? I doubt it. This is what I've been dealing with. I'll catch up with the guys further on down the way. Baba Ganoush out. So this is a pretty good one. Oh mama. Oh mama. Oh mama. I gotta go all the way down that son bitch. This is gonna be a good one. Oh man, and I'm running a little bit low on time. I got 45 minutes till 12:30. I still have maybe like a mile and a half or so. Probably more. Woo! Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama, oh mama. Let's see if I can get down here while simultaneously holding the camera and also holding trekking poles and not kill myself. That would be a feat all on its own. Alright. There we go. Now the rest isn't too bad. It's a bunch of like step downs and stuff like that. So it looks pretty manageable. Let's walk down this way. Alright. There we go. That wasn't so bad. Here we go. There's a good shot for you. That's where I just came from. Yeah, yeah. And it like loops up and around to the right a little bit too. It's pretty treacherous, and like I said, everything's slick, everything's soaking wet. I've had my foot slide out underneath me on a couple rocks already. Some muddy areas and stuff as well. So especially in this tough terrain, you know, rocky areas, I'm just taking my time, making sure my footing is solid before I really commit, and just going on my way. So, all right, guys, I got some miles to make up. I got about 45 minutes till I got to meet up my pickup, and I got some time to some mileage and some time to make up. So I'll talk to you guys real soon. Baba Ganoush out. All right, guys. So I'm about a quarter mile away from where I'm getting picked up. Whew, what a great trip! Great trip. Might have been foggy. Weather might have been weirdly up and down. Warm to cold to sunny and dry to foggy and wet and everything in between. Another good trip. So thanks a lot again, guys, for following along on another fantastic trip. I had a good time out here. I have another trip in just a couple weeks, so don't forget to subscribe down below to catch that one as well. I have some gear reviews coming out, as I do have some new gear that I need to go through and review for you guys. And as always, you know, thanks a lot again. Don't forget to like, leave a comment below as well. Ask me any questions that you might have. I'll talk to you guys on the next video. And as always, Baba Ganoush out.